guys, today we are going to see how we can apply for co-op work permit. So first of all, we'll log into csc.gc.ca. Select the language which you are most comfortable with. Click on sign on. Log in with your credentials. Okay, you have to scroll down and start your application from here. So even though you are in Canada, you have to click apply to come to Canada. Says three options. We have to select study work permit option. What would you like to do in Canada? So it's a tricky part. You are going to work on your co-op work permit, so you have to select work, not the study. How long you are going to stay in Canada? More than 6 months. Where you from or where your citizenship? So you have to select that. Passport code, your current country where you are staying. So if you are present in Canada, then select Canada. Say yes or no based on your situation. Select your date of birth. You can select anything. Click on next. Select no. If you are permanent resident of USA, select yes. What is your current immigration status? So obviously you are a student. Do you work to plan on campus? So you are not going to work on campus for your co-op, so that's why you should select no. So you can see there is a 3 option. So first one is for 20 hours work permit that which we get with the study permit. Obviously we don't need that. Select no. Have you recently graduated from institute? You select no. In this part, co-op or internship program. So co-op and internship both are same. So you have to select yes. My work is an essential part of my studies. That's why you go with yes. Click on next. So are you got approved for PR? No. Have you submitted permanent resident application in Canada? No. Do you have written job offer? You said no. Because all these things apply while you apply for PR, not in co-op. You can select options based on your situation, and you can select the province where your institution is located, because where you are going to spend your most of the time, even though you are in Ontario or whatever. So you can select that. So based on this, we want to apply for co-op in Canada, so you should select continue. Is anyone accompanying who has a status in Canada? Yes. If they are accompanying you, then select yes, otherwise no. Do you want to apply for study permit? No, because you already got one. If you want to extend it, of course you select yes. When does your status expire? So based on your situation, you can select that. So if you had a medical exam, you can select yes. If not, then select no. So if you are living in Canada more than 6 months, you should select no, because designated country means Asian countries or the African countries, but you are present in Canada, so you should select no. Are you going to work in any of these following jobs? Obviously, if you are a medical student, then you should select yes. If you are not, then no. Do you want to submit application for family member? Obviously, for this co-op work permit, if your spouse is on your open work permit, they doesn't require to apply for this, so you should select no. Do you want to give access to someone? Say no. Or yes, if you want to give, if you had an biometrics, you should select yes, because you already did one when you came. Yes. So you can preview your answer once it's finished and click on continue. Click on continue. So it's pretty easy. Okay, now you come to this page, and what you have to do is we have to download this form and fill that form with the cover letter which is provided from the institution that you have to upload here. You have to upload your passport, your digital photo. You don't need to submit all this information, that's not required at all. And for co-op they don't charge any fees, so fees is 0. So now we will see how we are going to fill this form. Please open it in PDF viewer, otherwise it won't be open. And then you have to start filling up the form. First is the UCI number, usually you find on your study permit. So check your study permit, you will able to see the UCI number and enter the whatever the number is there without the hyphen. There you can see 2 hyphen in between. Whatever the number, you just enter it. Then you select in which language you want the service, then what kind of application you are applying. Okay, so apply for work permit with the same employer, restore my status, or apply work permit for the first time. So you have to select this option, give your family name, whatever, and given name, first name and your last name. So if you have previous name, then select yes. If not, then select no. Male, female, whatever. Date of birth, city, town, country. Then you have to apply from which country you got a citizenship. So select your country name here. Right. It will be there. Let's clear that first. Citizenship. Then what's your status in Canada? So you're a student. Then you have to enter the from, so the date you got your study permit, or the date where you enter through Toronto or Vancouver or Montreal. So you have to enter the date and till what date it is valid. Okay, so you have to fill that both the field. Then next, if you have any apart from this, if you have lived any other country apart from your home country, then you have to select yes and you have to provide detail for that. If you are not, then select no. What's the current marital status? If it is married, then married. If you select married, then you have to provide your date of marriage. So let's try something. Provide the name for your spouse and her given name. If you are married, then is she a permanent residence? Yes or no? If you are previously married, then yes or no, whatever. Then select your mother tongue language. So if it is English, then English. If it is Gujarati, Hindi, Telugu, Tamil, select or Malayalam, Kannada. Are you able to communicate it? Yes, in English. Have you taken a test? You say yes, even though it expired or anything. Enter your passport number, which is the country they have issued date, and the expiry date. So 2022. Okay. So it won't be, these two are disabled field. Do you have a national identity document like Aadhaar card or whatever the national ID document? But it's not mandatory. You obviously say no. No need to insert that one. Do you have USPR card? No. Then your current mailing address, whatever the address you are staying, apartment number, unit number. Uh, Insert that one. City. What are the postal code? Is your mailing address same as your resident address? Say yes. So you don't have to insert that again. Most of the time the people have the same address. Then select the telephone number and then insert your mobile number. If you alternate number, then insert that, and then your mail ID. Where you have arrived when you first time came in Canada. So let's say if you arrived on 2020, and then insert the place, Toronto or whatever, Montreal. The original purpose was obviously study, but if somebody had a visitor visa then converted to study visa, then you have to select that. If you went to India and came back, once you come here, then you have to insert that as well, and your study permit number. So you can see that number F or as it start with, and you have to insert that document number here. What type of work permit you are applying for? So once you enter the number, you can move to the next field. Okay, so you have to select co-op work permit. I have to clear this one. Okay. Then leave the rest of the field blank, as you don't need to, after selecting co-op work permit, you don't need to insert anything. Okay, just leave it blank because it is for work permit purpose, not for the co-op work permit. So no need to enter anything. You have received PNP certificate, you said no, and then enter about your university. So yes, you can insert the Crandall one first. If you are in Crandall University, or if you are in any other university, you have to insert for that. So what's your study of the field? Let's say management, school, say Crandall, because studying in Crandall. 2, you can leave it blank as because it's your current study. Then city, country, and province. Then insert a detail for your employment. So let's say if you are working anywhere, so from what time you are working, you need to insert that one. And then what's your occupation? Let's say associate, company, anything. You can insert your company name. Let's say Toolstar, where you are working, country, and province. And if you have any other employment in the past, you can insert that one, like up to 3. You have to insert that entry. Then they'll ask you couple of questions. Within past 2 years, have your family has a tuberculosis of lungs, and do you have any physical or mental disorder? No. Have Have you remained beyond your validity? No. Have you refused visa permit or denied entry? So if anybody has a study permit rejection on first way, like first time when you applied and you got a rejection, then you should say yes. Have you applied to remain in Canada? I'd say no. And then you just mention that my study permit, if it is rejected, then my study permit was rejected, but later it got approved. So to mention that, don't forget this. If it is rejected, if not, then say no. Straight up. Have you committed a crime or something? Say no. Obviously, if you have committed, then and you have not received the pardon for that, you won't be in Canada for sure. Military, no. Have you been associated with any political party? Yes or no? No. Most of the answer is no only, unless super some special case. Do you consent IRCC to contact in future? Yes or no? It's based on you. So, and then signature. This means your full name and the date. So it should be today's date. So we have used the fake data to fill this form, so might it won't get validated, but you after filling that you have to click on yes. So so we need to enter some date here in terms to get it validated, because without validation it won't work. We'll get lots of error, I guess. Okay. Oh, it's done now. Okay, after validation, you can see these barcodes. Once your barcode are displayed, so you have to save your form. Whatever name you can save, or with the same name if you want to click on save, and then give that a name like form, or you can keep the same name as you want, and then we need to save it. Temp form. So COP letter you received from your university which state that you are eligible to apply for COP work permit, and part of your course required to complete these. So upload that later here, and most of the time you get it from registrar or the admin person who handle your course, or your COP coordinator. So they will provide you this later. Upload it here, then upload the passport, front and back page obviously, and then digital photo. Once you do it, then you just have to, you will see that next option will come here, and you don't have to pay any fees for this. So click on next, and then select I agree and enter your security questions answer, and click on transmit. Once you transmit it, you will get your acknowledgement later that you applied for your COP work permit and it has reached to CIC. So generally they take around 15 to 20 days, but due to Corona, maybe they will take 1 month or 1.5 months. But for sure, you will get it soon. And once you get that later, you can, during your COP, it is valid that you can work for 40 hours. And guys, if you have any questions, you can comment, and please like and subscribe the channel. It will be great help.